Hello, and welcome. I am Web Weaver, and I'm so glad you have found my channel here today. This is where I do a weekly tarot spread, just to kind of get an idea of how the week is going to go, what might come our way. I was doing daily tarot pulls, but just haven't felt called to do those at this point. So I'm sticking with just the weekly ones, starting on Sundays, going to the following Sunday. So it'll be from Monday through Sunday. And we'll just stick with this for now. So, as always, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. And I am using the Steampunk Tarot deck. This is by Barbara Moore, illustrated by Ali Phil. So I hope you've had a lovely week. Winter is back for today and tomorrow, and all of these planets in Aries, and I am in Aries, but there was a new moon, so I was feeling like, on the astrology podcast, they had said, oh, it's like you're hitting the gas and the brake, and I think I just screwed that up, because now there's going to be, I don't read reversals, so when I go through this, if it comes up reverse, I'm flipping it back. My apologies. Okay. Now that I just screwed that all up. Par for the course right now. Par for the course. But winter is back. It's very windy and chilly and like 50 here today. It's going to be in the 40s tomorrow. There's a chance of light snow tonight. And I may very well need to be put into a straitjacket and medicated, because I have had absolutely enough of winter and I am over freaking everything. So I need this week to bring a big, beautiful obituary, and I need this week to bring a big, beautiful job my direction. This is what I need. Just putting it out there to the universe should anything want to happen. Okay. So this is going to be for April 20th. Is that tomorrow? Yes. 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th. I need to know for the week. What's our message for the week ahead? We need to know for the week. Message for the week ahead. We need to know for the week. Alright, I'm going to stop there. Like I said, I don't read reversals, but I just screwed that up. So when I started shuffling. Alright, Monday. What are you bringing us? Oh, I may cry. I may cry. The sun. So the sun is warmth, vitality, happiness, joy. You can see the couple there dancing in a field of sunflowers. It can be full illumination, shining a light on anything, everything. It is a yes card if you're asking yes or no questions. But it is that, I'm working on my garden. So sun is very important. Lights are very important for getting the seeds to grow and the plants to grow and the fruits to grow. So that life force, that vitality, it can also be enlightenment. Like I said, things shining a light on the situation, enlightenment, joy, happiness, achievement, personal power. That is a lovely card for Monday. So as with this deck, there is always a quote that goes along with each card. And for this card, the quote is, "Dance with me." Why? Because life is amazing. I need that feeling right now. Okay, Tuesday. We have the moon. Well, that's an interesting change there. Okay, so the moon can mean that there is some kind of confusion. It can be fear of the unknown because there's only a small path lit up there. There may be monsters out in that dark. You don't know. So there's that fear, that illusion. You know how at nighttime, when it's dark, your eyes play tricks on you. The moon also has to do with intuition and psychic powers. So on Tuesday, if you are getting a gut feeling for something, or you're getting messages from the beyond, those are things to pay attention to on Tuesday with the moon card. So if you look at this card, there's the watery path ahead. Water does have to do with emotions, but also with psychic powers. But you can't see what's around that water path. You can't see what's there. So your path ahead may be maybe uncertain or dangerous, or you may think it could be dangerous. But you gain wisdom through these experiences of moving forward, and you just have to move forward following that path, trusting your intuition and going where it leads you. All right, so Wednesday, we have the Two of Wands. So wands are the fire suit, and twos tend to be about making a decision. And with that being fire, this is about preparation. So you can see here, I need my glasses. You've got the two wands there. You've got the person looking out over the banister, looking forward, right? Looking at something. So this is about personal power. It's about changes coming. It may be about partial success. It may be about having to make a decision, though, and maybe it's not that there's a right and wrong decision, it's just two different decisions. So no matter which one you choose, you are going to have partial success. But you may be hesitating over a decision on Wednesday. But it could also be that you're just preparing. You know, maybe this person is standing there looking out like, okay, let's do this thing. Let's make it happen. So, that is the Two of Wands. The quote for that card is, "A wielder of fire does not chant eeny, meeny, miny, mo." All right, so Thursday, we have the Ace of Cups. So cups are water and cups are emotion. And aces tend to be like the most pure and potent energy of that suit. So this is emotional energy, emotional force. This is your intuition. Again, we had that with the moon, with uncertainty. This is psychic powers, intuition, love, romantic love. It's an emotional new beginning. So just like tens are endings, ones, aces are beginnings. So there's some kind of emotional beginning happening when we get to Thursday. There may be an opportunity for emotional growth or an emotional experience. You may have things like birth announcements or weddings or some kind of celebration. It could be psychic powers and healing. Water is also about healing. So that is a very beneficial card. The quote is, this one's kind of long, "It contains, it dispenses, it cleanses, it heals. It really is dead useful. The only thing is I'm not clear on how it works." Okay. So then Friday, we have the Ten of Wands. So we started with the Two, which is very early in a decision-making process. But then we have the Ten of Wands, which is the end of a decision-making process. So, again, this is fire. You can see she's got... There are some wands in her backpack, it looks like. If it's dark, I do apologize. It's overcast and crappy today. But then there's the one lit up that she has. So the Ten of Wands is usually about you're carrying too much. And it doesn't really... I guess her face kind of looks like a struggle. I have a different deck and I don't have it up here, where it really emphasizes that it is a struggle. But carrying the Ten of Wands, that is, you are overburdened. You have too many things you're carrying, too much on your shoulders, too much going on. You're overwhelmed. You need to pick and choose. Which things do you need to carry? Which things can you put down? You have too much on your plate. So choose the priorities and set the other ones down. So Friday is going to be about those priorities, prioritizing, figuring out what you can put down because you're carrying too much. You have too much of a burden, too many commitments with not enough time. It may be some other kind of struggle where you just feel too much of something. Okay. So then Saturday, we have the Page of Swords. So the swords are of air, which is communication, and knowledge and learning and things like that. But pages are also typically about news, communication, things like that coming. So to have both of those, there may be some kind of message. But this card is telling you to use your mind, be truthful, be just, but be vigilant and cautious. You can see the person standing there has their weapons. That one's in their hand. This one's still at their waist. Unless that's the sheath. That might be the sheath. That's the sheath. Okay, so the sword is drawn. I'm sorry, it's dim in here. So they're standing guard. They're ready to take on whatever may come at them. If they need to defend themselves, they will. But they're standing guard for whatever may happen. It may also be that you are ready to try something new in regards to ideas or communication systems or things like that. So there may be something new headed your way, but it may also be that you need to just kind of stand back, keep guard, be ready for whatever comes at you. The quote for this one is, "You want to fly the friendly skies, do you? Better get in someone else's basket." Okay, so then Sunday. Oof. Okay, Sunday is the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords has to do with the victim mentality, or martyrdom, feeling left out, being stabbed in the back by toxic people. It may be surrendering to an unfortunate circumstances, but it is an ending, very much an ending. Somebody has been stabbed with 10 swords. This is an ending. Doesn't necessarily, this could be bigger picture, this could be personal life, it could be any of it, but there is some kind of major ending coming next Sunday. But it may simply be that maybe you feel left out, or you feel like you've been stabbed in the back, or maybe you feel like you're surrounded by toxic people, or you're just bottoming out. I mean, if you're carrying too much and you can't figure out what to put down, and then maybe Saturday you get more news or feel like you have to be on the defensive by the time you get to Sunday, maybe you've just bottomed out and you're like, I'm done. That could be it too. All right, so whatever your week brings, I hope that it brings the lessons as gently as possible. And I will be back next Sunday with our next weekly reading. If I figure out a better way to do a daily reading where it's not just the one card draw that I'm not reaching anybody is the thing. I'm just doing the 1 card draw, but not really reaching an audience. I think YouTube may have something to do with that. So I'll just stick to the weekly readings for now. I hope you have a lovely week, and I will see you next Sunday. Blessed be.